What we have here?
What happens when you sell 2 towers and buy 4? Well, I think it's time to hit the road and pick up some more. Alright, update. So we picked up this GTX 1070 for $50. This is the EVGA model. Very nice. That is an excellent price, but it's not the typical one. So apparently, if you look up GTX 1070 EVGA SC, I don't know if they came in a regular version or not, but they all have this white part right here. So apparently, later in time, I don't know when, the 1070 SC EVGA was re-released later in a black. So it's kind of the cheaper version of it, I guess. I mean, it looks the same, but all of the, I thought the 1070s that I saw had a back plate. So they called it the SC Gaming Black. And it's one of those situations where you put a fancy name on it and it sounds better. And all they're trying to do is sell more of the ones that they have. So technically this is not as good as a regular EVGA 1070, but it's still nice. I bought it from the original owner. It was $50. I did not haggle on the price because that's an excellent price, and I was kind of a couple days late to pick it up, so I did clean it a little bit, not fully. There was just a lot of stuff here, like dust and cat hair, because it's been used for so many years. So it's not fully clean, but I just cleaned it up a little bit, new thermal paste. Tested it, works. And it's actually faster than my 1070. So I'm gonna have to maybe rethink my theories here, but that's okay because I'm not keeping my 1070 anymore because I bought the Titan, which you might have seen. I bought this for $60. This is the equivalent of a 780 Ti, slightly better. And the reason why I'm including it in the flipping series is I got 2. So one's for me, so we won't count that in the calculations of profit. One's for sale. I'm gonna post it for 100 and see if I get lucky. I would be really disappointed if a Titan would sell for less than 100, especially since this is from the original owner. It's super clean. There's not any, look at the difference between this one. See all that? I don't even know what that is. It's gross. Still works though. All the whenever I get an old graphics card, it always has this weird sticky stuff on it. I think that's just from the heat. So just about every GPU I get that's old has this same kind of weird residue on it. And I think that's just from the heat. Also, this lights up blue, I think, which is cool. But look at the PCB on this. It's like brand new. So if there's a way that I could clarify that this is a clean version of the card, then maybe I'll get $100 for it, because if you buy something random on eBay, you don't know what you're gonna get. But I'm gonna say It's clean, original owner. I'm gonna test it for a couple days, run benchmarks, make sure the temperatures are good. I'm not gonna open it and do all that, but yeah. So that's gonna be for sale. We sold the Asus 1060 3GB on Java. Made a little bit. It was 20, so probably I'll put it at the end with the after the fees and everything. Made probably 25 bucks on this. And then it's already shipped out. The 1660 Super sold within 24 hours when I posted it online. I think that I put it for too cheap because it just immediately sold without any haggling. But that one had the box and everything, so I get it why it would be worth more. I have to start considering when I sell these things to consider the condition, because if I buy it for 20 and sell it for 35, that's great. But if it's something that's really clean and it's worth more, I should consider that and maybe kind of not make everything, so cheap. And so we're gonna go pick up some more stuff. So let me cut you to the next part. Then we sold the Fractal Case. That was the $20 case for $30, which is not great, but it's so big I just wanted it out so we could pick up more things. And then my friend messaged me that he had some towers for sale, so let's go check that out. All right, we're back with more stuff, and this time we're doing the random towers again. So the deal on this was from the guy that I've bought a lot of the other towers you've seen before. The deal was there was a ThinkCenter Lenovo 7th gen small form factor for $60, and then the random towers were $30 each, which sounds like a lot, but prices are going up. So then he said, I'll give you 4 towers for $100. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go with, even though the ThinkCenter would have been better, I'm gonna go with more. So quantity over quality. So first we have, I kind of just peeked in here and he said they don't have hard drives. So this is Optiplex 7020. So that should be a 4th gen. Just confirm, a 4th gen i5. Now these are not going to be, yeah, there's no hard drive. These are not going to be gaming systems. These are computers just to sell. So let's see. PC3. Interesting. Actually, you know what? I can use this in my other HP. It should be a 4th gen, but I'm not sure. So that's one. And for those of you that don't recall, when I first started this a year ago, I was just buying and selling these. There was no gaming PCs. And that's how I worked my way up to doing the gaming PCs. So Optiplex 390 is probably 2nd gen. Also no hard drive. But these sell surprisingly well for businesses. If you can put in a hard drive or an SSD, test it, make sure everything works, clean it up a little bit, then business will actually pay you, I would say typically $100 total, sometimes less. If it's a hard drive, it's $75. If it's SSD, then it's $100. And then this one, I don't know what this is. Lenovo, can't see. Wait, was this the, this Core i3. It's kind of dusty. Yeah, I don't know. I only picked this one because for some reason the Lenovo's sell better than the Dells. I think it's just because they look better on the front. Just looks like a better computer. You know, the Dells look kind of boring. So that's probably going to be $50, I think. And then this one is a super random, just sort of generic tower. See there? It's just weird looking. Actually, you know what? Is that there might be some LEDs here. But he had a whole stack of towers and I couldn't decide which one to pick. So usually I don't look through the towers before I buy them, and that's why he gives me such good deals. But since he was charging more this time, I wanted to kind of poke around in there and see what was what. But I opened this one and it looks old, right? But check it out. SSD. He didn't know this was in there. Oh, whoa, 1 terabyte. I didn't even see that. Nice. Yeah, I opened the cover and he was standing right there. I opened it from this direction and I kind of opened it a little bit this way, and then I saw the SSD and I went, Poom. I said, I'll take this one. So he didn't know that was in there. If he would have known, he would have taken it out, because not only is it SSD, but it's 1 terabyte. So this particular one could potentially be a budget gaming PC. It's kind of ugly, but I think this was, it's also i3. This is probably 2nd gen as well. But we have all those old GPUs, you know, from the comparison series. So they have to go somewhere, and not a lot of people buy those. So my theory was to make a bunch of budget gaming PCs with those GPUs. I mean, you might think this case is kind of ugly, but it's actually not bad. Power supply could use a little love, but it's very clean in here. So all right, let's take it home, check them out, and on to the next. Also at the last minute, we sold these 2 Corsair AIOs for $50. There was $35 cost, and again, not a lot of profit, but we're just trying to get rid of stuff at this point. There's way too much inventory, and just kind of clean up the parts that we have. So we freed up about, if you include profit of what we said and then the initial investments, we freed up about $160, $175 worth of cash so that we can go get more things. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see what we get next time.